Let's see if I can do this too.
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
All right, boys, let's go UCLA. Shit.
Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started.
Part of me didn't know if I wanted to run this bitch tonight or not, dog. I don't know if I can take 2 hard breaks tonight, but I'm on this hoe.
And he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Quarterback may change this route. Now on the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking for a man. It's Switzer. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. He's open on the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a town to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
Complete in the middle. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Barnes. Swings it out to the flat. Breaks into the open. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
On the move is the 30. Found the seam on the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. UCLA will go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Scanning the field, it's Switzer. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes! Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's Harmon. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, UCLA! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is high octane, Boyd. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. starts from their own 25-yard line. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Dropping back, it's Barnes. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And coaches and players, a lot of times, they call it instincts. But it's just a knack. It's just a feel. It's something that's inside of you. This guy consistently feels where the ball's going. That's interception number 8 on the season.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the ball. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Switzer. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. On the move. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes. And the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Lost to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Well, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll run for it on third and short. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Dropping back, it's Barnes. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
Unloads it downfield. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Switzer. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Going to swing it on 2nd down.
Ball.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Past the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Georgia! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, and those quarterbacks have the opportunity with those RPOs. They can quickly give it to the running back and make it a run, and he pulls it. I'm not sure it's the right decision, or maybe he just didn't get his feet set and everything went well, but obviously that play didn't work very well.
He's got it on the right. Turning it on. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown. Bruins. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Give to the running back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Gives it to the back on the draw. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Barnes. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today. Takes it the other way. The 30. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side, 51 yards out. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for a man, it's Barnes. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Going to try to get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Barnes. Lets it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Rip chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. Looking for space. It's Traore. Oh, he's got some space. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to throw, it's Switzer. Looking left. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time. Breaks into the open. Attack! Touchdown, UCLA! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Barnes. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Unloads to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
On the run, it's Traore. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback will keep it. Creates a little space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And Marty, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Let's see what they've got on second down. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Switzer. The screen, and watch out. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. That's number 17 on the year.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He lofts one down the sideline. And he throws another interception. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Looking for more room. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Barnes. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They want that clock to run.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. Rushes on him. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Barnes. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd. There he goes. Finds some fresh air. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Moves away as he feels pressure. Throwing on the run. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring it down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll give it to him again. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.